Hey, welcome back. Today is a very special day. I have specifically been waiting for this day for 82 days, and it is KVK Prep Day 2, so we do our research on this day. And I have been collecting for the past 82 days Truegold, coins, and speed ups. First, I'm going to check the overall power of a single march that I have, just to compare it from before and after I get done with the War Academy. Now, I do have the 20% deployment capacity buff on, but nothing else on. But we're going to go ahead and start. Of course, we are starting first with the infantry. If you are going for the War Academy, whether it's free to play or if you're a spender, you should always be going for infantry first. With infantry, if you're free to play and you're not just going to go from 0 to T11, then you want to make sure you are focusing on the defensive research nodes. So you can see I finished the defensive one first and then went to the attack one. You do have to unlock a certain amount to go on to the next. If you want the T11 unlock, you have to max out everything before the T11. A lot of the War Academy has really good buffs, especially if you are a rally caller, because it increases your rally capacity by a lot. Now, if you are free to play, and I mentioned that I converted a lot of Truegold into dust, you should not be doing that. You should only be converting your coins into dust and then using that as you accumulate enough to research in War Academy. If you are a spender and you plan out your Truegold, then I would use it on that. If you are not TG5, then I would make sure you get TG5 and TG5 troops prior to working towards T11 troops. T11 troops are about equal to what TG8 troops would be without having the T11 base. All T11 does is change your base values. I guess you can take all it does lightly. It does increase it by a lot, but the investment into unlocking a single T11 is huge. To unlock all three troop types of T11 is massive. We can go over the numbers briefly. You first have to access the War Academy, and once you do, and it's unlocked on your server or your kingdom, it will start at TG1. You have to work it up to TG5 to be able to unlock your T11 troops. You can still research at TG1, but then you will be prevented later on and you'll have to scale it up. To go from TG1 to TG5 for the War Academy building itself, it will cost a total of 2,270 Truegold. Now, that is a very small investment on the grand scale of how expensive War Academy is. I personally had to accumulate over 33,000 Truegold and then convert almost 31,000 Truegold into dust. And that is only the Truegold portion of the cost for all three T11 troops. The other part is the coins. You have to have almost 12 million coins to complete all three troop types. And on top of that, I had 100.3 research speed, and it costs me almost 400 days of speed ups to be able to complete all of the research. So for all my free to play friends out there, make sure you are taking the War Academy lightly. It is worth the investment if you are converting your coins slowly into Truegold dust and just working towards infantry T11s first. If you get T11 infantry, every rally leader and garrison leader is going to love to have you as part of their rally or garrison. So you become extremely valuable to every single person in your alliance. If you are a spender, make sure you are planning out just how far you are willing to go into these troop types. Obviously, you need to focus on infantry first. After infantry, we talked a lot within our alliance of what we would go for next if we only could do 2 out of the 3. We decided that our stronger garrison leaders would go for infantry and cavalry, just because the meta right now is 60-40, and therefore you don't really have any use for T11 archers when you are defending. Now, I personally am more of an attack rally, and so for me, it would have been more worth it if I didn't go for all 3 to go infantry and archers, just because that was my role. So if you have a good alliance and you plan on sticking with them for a long time, make sure you know what generally your role is within the alliance and kind of plan around that role. If you are doing it just for yourself, then I would do infantry and then archers. Archers are going to help you in Bear. They're going to help you in other events like Swordland, Eternity, Tri-Alliance. It's going to help you in those places more than cavalry. One thing I also want to mention is with archers, you would go all attack first in your research and lethality. And when you had to get the defensive nodes, then you would take the defensive nodes just to move on to the next attack node. Then on cavalry, it's a little different. You can mix it up where you go 1 defensive node, 1 offensive node, and you just go back and forth. You can go all defensive if that's something that you are looking into being like a garrison leader or you are one. If you are more attack based, then I would definitely focus more on the attack side of cavalry. Now, this is KVK, so we're going to check out how many points maxing out all T11s gets you. You can see it's about 57 million points for one day if you do it on the research day or day 2. I would love to know what your thoughts are on War Academy and what your plan is with War Academy as a free-to-play player or spender. Make sure you comment below and let us know what you plan on doing with War Academy. So here we compare the original March power to the new one, which gained about 35 million power just from War Academy, and now we're going to do a little bit of research on my single march. It also took me from in the 6 million tech power to 49.7 million tech power, which is an insane increase. I ended up being able to do a little bit more research. I had 500 days saved for research specifically. I know when you hit T11, you do have to convert the troops from T10 to T11, and so I plan on doing that on Troop Day. So make sure you watch out for that video. We're going to be converting 2.2 million troops, or promoting 2.2 million troops to T11. Thanks for watching. I'd love to hear what you think about War Academy. Like and subscribe. It really does help. I'll catch you on the next one.